Seasons changing. This great blue city awash in inexplicable nostalgia. The north's cold snap quiet reaches its fingers around my shoulders. Maybe it's because I've spent more winters here than summers. Or because the nights are quieter, calmer. There's space for rumination. Memories that all seem to happen during this time, is that true? Like getting trapped under City Hall with a homeless man at 18. Before the trains ran all night. Before the station was renovated. Every gate was closed. We found an exit under the Wanamaker building. Stepped over sleeping humans, climbed the stairs to freedom. I hope Walt is doing okay. I'm a gentle soul. The towers where we traded virginities and I grinded her heart, scrambled her trust. The apartment where he and I shared one of our last conversations and performed our show for an audience of hollowed self copies. The corner we sat on after her abortion. And, later on, the corner we sat on to say goodbye. The avenue to which he brought us when we were young. What I thought the city was. The apartment he helped me move out of before I left for the West, sending me on my way, feeling the silhouette of an absentee father. How I would come to rely on him, I barely knew. The street on which I watched him grow. Abandoning the Isle haven of innocence, he plunged headfirst into poor life decisions, both by his own volition and under forces far greater than any of us. The system failing yet another young black boy, his gummy smile still adorned with braces when they handcuffed him. The venue, well before it changed, that preserves weathered flasks of time. Passion Pit circa 2012. Brothers having a huge blowout on the drive there, one leaving in a flurried fury, never to make it to the show. Childish deep web tour of 2014, when life held mystery and excitement. MGMT's mind-melting breakdown of kids in 2015. Schwangle night and all the insanity of a bad trip. The bar of too many emo nights, drunken lullabies, 2000s post-hardcore punk classics, kissing people with boyfriends, taking blame for not knowing, railing lines in cramped stalls outlined in Sharpie hymns of lost love, holding on to friends for dear life. When does a place become only the memories that inhabit it? I feel like a ghost of a ghost skulking round grave sites that no longer belong to me. They never did. Maybe Philly has offered everything it has. Maybe I'm unable to see with fresh eyes. I've fallen in love in this city. I've fallen in love with this city. From a wonderful film, a passage comes to mind. You don't get to hate it unless you love it. Old 19th century homes butted up against ugly Lego sets. Gentrified toy models for adults. When does a place change so much, it's no longer the same place? Conventionally attractive be damned, Philly. From your center, rolling mounds of beauty ripple towards oblivion. Streets inundated with litter, trash collects like seashells on sand. Heroin needles twinkling in the afternoon sun, buried treasure betwixt fractured sidewalks. Weeds squeeze through cement fissures, reclaiming the terrain. Beneath this veneer, obvious injustice, generational ire, communities forgotten, people abandoned, inequality's signature metropolitan attire. When is a place just a place? There's this feeling I get sometimes, though feeling isn't quite right. Nor is it a memory even. Maybe a dream. Maybe the closest thing I've got to spirituality. Conditions must be precise. Driving late at night, walking in a lazy spring afternoon, a plane paints the sky with contrails. Slight breeze, distant traffic, school children on a playground somewhere, someplace. It's almost a color, or bokeh lights of purple and blue. Raindrops dizzily racing down the window of a minivan, illuminated by orange street lights, leaving existence as quickly as they entered it. It's the sleepy car ride home from the movies, and the crooning of Earth's atmosphere rushing past the womb. It's Final Fantasy X on our neighbor's PS2. It's Space Jam in space itself. It's here and then and before. It's my mom and my dad. It's the gentle cocoon of our old neighborhood. It's fireflies or lightning bugs dancing on blades of grass at dusk. It's pink and new but old too. It's everything and nothing. It's cliché but also a singular anomaly. It's a liminal space. It's the truest form of happiness I know, and the deepest melancholy I've understood. It's none of these things. The nearest words to describe it have no direct English translation. Hiraeth, Saudade. And this place, and only this place, can conjure it. When does a place cease to be a place?
Time just gets